Thank you, Mary, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here tonight. Before I started, we were very blessed to be able to be in a country, aren't we, where we actually can come together of different views and do it peacefully. Not many countries in the world have that. And I just want to really, if you put your hands together, and thanks Sandy and her team for putting this together. Sandy, thank you very much. Now, Sandy, as ever organized as she is, gave us 2 questions to ask, but she left them nice and open. The first one was, what kind of policy would we advocate for if we were in government? And I think, ladies and gentlemen, there are really 3 basic principles that we would offer. The first one, resources. As my colleague Anne said, we would reverse the draconian cuts that the government made without any consultation to you, and we would add on to that $350 million a year to the arts in Canada. The second thing we would do is we would work in partnership with you. Things don't work if you do them alone. We have to work in partnership. The last thing is the principle of freedom. We would get out of your face. And in cold hard cash, we know that you, the arts, produce up to $85 billion to our economy. I had a chance to see this actually. I was in Japan earlier this year for the G8 summit, and I had a chance to witness 2 First Nations artists, the Matson brothers, as well as one of our own artists from Victoria. And what they were doing is they were creating a Moss Street painting in Japan, because the Japanese artists came here and they thought, wow, isn't that amazing? Now, we would not have a chance with these cuts to have our artists go to Japan and be able to develop that relationship. These are the kind of things that we would not have. In my last minute, I will go to the second question. What would we measure? The first thing, the state get out of the creative process of artists. 2, access to arts, music, and drama in schools, much forgotten and much missing in our schools. How can children be all that they can if they're not being able to exercise that part of their brain that enables them to access arts and music? This is fundamentally important for their development as human beings. The number of movies made, the number of films made, the number of poets we create, the number of spots available for training, the number of jobs that are available, all of these things are the things that we would measure. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here today. I think we made it with under 10 seconds to go.